I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert in footballs. I'm not an expert in football measurements.
I don't want anyone rubbing them, putting any air in them, taking any air out. To me, those balls are perfect, and that's what I expect when I go.
I can't hold on to football. So goddamn hard about holding on to it.
9/22/2025, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is 1 week of football left in September. Another epic weekend of games is in the books, but not without some more casualties of war. CD, Mike Evans, James Conner, Tyrone Tracy, Najee, and more. Daniel Jones is still a top 5 QB, and so now is Caleb Williams. Jonathan Taylor and Puka Nacua are looking like strong candidates to finish number 1 at RB and wide receiver, respectively. And the Texans seem unable to score more than 2 TDs in a game this year. Stacks, where do you want to start?
Oh man, there's a lot to unpack. The injuries are a problem. Trey Benson is available in 50% of leagues. He's going to be a hot waiver wire target we'll talk about today. I spoke for you, but I said you'd shoot your whole wad for a guy like Trey Benson. Maybe you wouldn't, but in these moments, yeah, you would. In these moments, when you get these players who are going to be elevating into these starting roles, and you know they're going to get a lot more touches, maybe it was a 50-50, maybe it was a 30, whatever it was. Now they're going to get the bulk of the carries. There's an excitement, like the Cam Scatabo. Ooh. Little scuttle butt of the Scatabo. I picked him up in the analytics league. He was just sitting there on the waiver wire last week. I thought, holy hell, what's going on? Now he's looking like he could be the bell cow there with Tyrone Tracy hurt for a little bit too. So the landscape changes moment by moment. So the injuries for running backs, big deal heading into week 4 for sure. We'll unpack all of that. What about you? What kind of like, tingled your senses here in the NFL week 3 slate?
Yeah, I have a lot of Tyrone Tracy, so that's a bummer for me.
Not
he was
good,
just somebody that was hanging around late in drafts that I was like, man, it's I know they got Cam Scatabo, but Tyrone Tracy's good. I don't see why he's not just going to continue to at least eat for PPR purposes. And yeah, Scatabo, I honestly think, even when Tracy comes back, I don't know, man. Like they did the same thing last year with Tracy and Singletary, where Tracy took over the position. I could see that happening with Scatabo because he was getting PPR work and looking good. I'm sure you've seen the juggernaut meme where.
Oh yeah, I've been participating. I put one out there this morning, and I talked some shit about you guys in the analytics league. I said, hey. They dropped him. They didn't believe in Cam Scatabo. I picked him up.
You know what's annoying about that league, though? I'll this is why you picked him up. Is there's 5 bench spots. That's rough.
Oh, it's a knife. It's a razor's edge in this league. It is analytics league, like super hyped up on less bench spots.
Less bench spots is difficult.
It's a challenge.
It is a challenge. It's its own thing.
There's no kicker. There's no defense. So it's just straight flexes. And we just, it's hard.
I love your starting lineup is what it is. And they have an IR spot, but I just wish there was one more bench spot. Cam Scatabo wouldn't have been on the bench or on the waiver wire if there was one more bench 100%. Spot.
Hey, I'm glad I got him. But this is you're a champ in that league. I'm a champ in that league, and Bo's a champ in that league. So we get we get Jorge to win it this year. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse will finally be complete, and we can end this world as we know it, take over. So it was a great weekend of football. Some duds and some studs. Man, JSN looks great. Seattle, they ran all over New Orleans. They looked good. San Francisco.
I think JSN was sick too.
He was. He still played great. Still got a touchdown.
How did he? I mean, doesn't it just blow your mind? You ever been sick?
Yeah, I've been sick. I've been sick. I didn't do shit when I was sick.
Go out. Think you can go out and ball? Yeah. What do you have? How many yards did he have? I mean, it's crazy. So I just don't get people in the NFL. It's they just blow my mind.
They're a different group of cats.
Right.
Let's just say that for sure. Yeah, no, JSN, he went for let me just see. I'm pulling up his data here. He was a top 12 wide receiver. He had 96 yards on 5 receptions and a touchdown.
103. Yeah,
Oh,
100. He went for over 100 while he was sick.
no, 96. He went for 96.
He went for 96. Okay.
103 was last week.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but he had 19.2 yards per reception. So I mean, dude, he this is him. 21, 20, 20, basically points every week. He's just sick or not. JSN shows the fuck up. So, yeah, I love the games. Watching Dallas just be butt ass. Oh my God, Dallas is 0-3. They are close. The Giants are actually they're 1-2. They beat the Giants, who are 0-3. The Giants and the Cowboys are like a race to the bottom of who's the worst team because they made Caleb Williams. The Cowboys made Caleb Williams look like he was in USC. His fingernails were painted again. He was just flinging it. He had like 3 touchdown passes. He looked really, really good. You said he's a top 5 QB right now. He's on the cover of the show. He's my elevate. I'm just going to say this week against the Raiders, you got to play him. If you didn't, weren't playing him before, play him. So we'll get there. But yeah, wow, so much. Anything else you want to touch on before we jump into trades to get paid?
No, you know what? Let's jump in. It's a good segue. Because my buy high is Caleb Williams.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's not a bad buy high at all. Tell me more about this guy I've never heard of before. Caleb Williams. Tell me more.
I was trying to go back and look if I had him as a buy low. I don't think I did have him after the first week, but I remember after the first week, they played the Vikings, and I was doing dad stuff, so I help put my son to bed. I do a little bedtime routine. We read, hang out for a little bit, and so I watched the first quarter and the fourth quarter of that game. Okay, now in between those quarters, apparently he played like poo-poo. And I went back and saw the highlights, and I was just like, yeah, this is why I didn't want to draft this guy. He's just so all over the place to me, right? Like he was somebody that I was interested in last year when he was a rookie. And he basically kind of went around the same ADP this year as last year. A low end QB1. You're playing the 0 QB game. Get Caleb Williams and somebody else. I didn't get any. And after watching the first and the fourth quarter of that game, what I saw while I was watching it live, instead of seeing all the bad highlights, that everyone was just like, dude, he stinks, blah blah blah. I saw someone who was being way more decisive than he was last year. Like I was really like, wow, to me, it looks like Ben Johnson is having an effect on what he does in the pocket as a decision maker. And one of my big things that I noticed was so great for fantasy football is that when things break down, he just started to take off and use his legs. And it was so exciting because I was just like, man, this guy, he looks faster than Jaden Daniels. Like, he looks so fast. And he was just breaking tackles off big dudes. Like, it looked epic.
He's got 97 rush yards, a touchdown. He's averaging 6.1 yards per carry. That's Josh Allen level. You want that. I mean, it's above 5. I'll take it. He's also 8 touchdowns total to 1 turnover total. No fumbles, only 1 interception. So that's a big change. In fantasy football, honestly, a couple points here and there, not the end of the world. But he's number 2 in our scoring. We'll see what Lamar does tonight.
Lamar's going to be, Lamar.
Yeah, Jared Goff might jump up there too. Maybe it's a shootout. Who knows?
Right.
But Caleb is right now a top 5. You're not going to kick him out of that spot. So
nope.
It is really interesting. I like it. Well, my buy high, I'm just going to segue into it, is Rome Odunze. And I teased him last week. And I even said last week, hey, if you can't get Tucker Kraft, go get Rome Odunze. Well, since then, Tucker Kraft got hurt. He got, a little lit up with the knee injury. He played okay, but he didn't get the touchdown. So, Rome Odunze did get another touchdown. And, he kind of underperformed compared to last week, but he's number 2 overall. So maybe you're not going to prime out anybody's cold dead hands, but oh my God, Rome Odunze, this guy is going to be a top 5 wide receiver, top 10 wide receiver. So if you have somebody who might not be as sold on him, who might be hedging some bets, I would go full frontal. I would do the Monty. I would give a running back. I'd give a wide receiver as well. Like I would trade Michael Pittman and Quishon Junkins for him, something like that. 2 starters. I would, because
Wow.
because I think for the rest of the year, other people are going to be, Luther Burden's going to, there's DJ Moore there. But, I mean, this guy, so far, in 3 games, he's got 27 targets. He's averaging 9 targets a game. And with Caleb Williams' ability to scramble, that Mahomesian type thing where he can get out, man, it's just – Rome Odunze was so freaking wide ass open on that touchdown, too. Like, there was no one near him. You're stopping Rome Odunze? You're not. So, I think I'm in it for Rome. Now, maybe not Michael Pittman because I like him a lot. But,
I like Q. I like Q a lot.
I know.
That would be a tough for me to give up both of those guys.
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't give up both. Maybe I would, Pickens or somebody else. But, I definitely think the rest of the season.
I like the advocacy for it because he really does look like he's trending towards wide receiver 1 overall territory, like top 12.
Yeah.
I mean,
16 catches. It's not like he even is that efficient in his catching. He's got 7 targets. He's not that efficient because Caleb's erratic at times. But man, he's got 4 touchdowns. That is ridiculous. He's on pace to score 23 touchdowns, and that's not going to happen. But just good God,
I was so glad DJ Moore finally got one. Like he was so wide open.
He was my sell low last week, so maybe you can sell him a little bit for more this week. But I mean, yeah, I'm all in. So, who is your sell or your buy low? Excuse me. Who's your buy low?
I went back and forth. I had 2 people, and I'm going to advocate for this guy as my buy low, and it's a risky one.
Okay.
Cash could be dead wrong. Don't like the vibes right now, but could you buy any lower on Calvin Ridley right now?
Ooh, yeah, that's I might not. That's sick stuff there, man. That's hard for me to co-sign. I understand all the talent in the world. He's not even on the first page. That is discouraging.
Well, it's been 3 bad weeks in a row now.
Yeah, him and Brian Thomas Jr. have not cracked 10 yet, have they?
Brian Thomas probably has, but Calvin Ridley certainly hasn't. I mean, he's had a rough go of things as this 2025 season has began to unfold. But
wide receiver 72, that's not good.
Wide receiver 72, but here's the thing. Okay, look at it. Go back, click on him. Let's see. Let's look at it. Okay, let's look at let's dig a little deeper in the data here. Okay. I drafted this guy a lot.
21 targets.
Right. Okay. He is the guy on that team. You can chalk this up to literally drops. Now
that's bad.
It is bad, but do you think that that's going to continue? Like that's what I'm saying.
I mean, is he going to casinos? Is he back on casinos? That's what I want to know. What's going on with you, Calvin Ridley? You have a prop? You dropping your props?
I just think it's fluky, man. I think it's fluky. I think that there's just a little bit of rookie QB, veteran wide receiver rhythm going on. Things have just not gone well. I just can't see Calvin Ridley is just, not going to figure out how to catch the football again. So, I mean, all of this is coming down to drops,
I understand. But at the other side, you have Alec, I think you call him Ayo I don't know. Ayo he's crushing it. He's got 2 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. He's averaged the same amount of targets, a little bit less maybe. So he's got 18, a little bit less targets, but he's caught more passes and he's got more touchdowns and he's got way more points. So, I mean, it'll level out for sure, but it is tricky because I know people are going to try to grab this guy on the waiver wire. You can definitely buy low on Calvin Ridley. You might be able to pick him up off the waiver wire, actually.
Yeah, maybe in a
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe in a 10-man league, he might go on the waiver wire for sure. In a 10-man league, it's possible with the way things have gone, but I don't think in a 12-man league he's going to go on the waiver wire yet. So that's why he's my buy low. Is that I think you could get him for peanuts.
Yeah,
and 7 targets, 1 reception.
Yeah,
and he's had multiple drops in each game. So
he's regressing. There's regression coming.
Progression.
I know I'm making fun of him, but there's regression on his regression is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gonna regress on his regression. That's what I think.
Yes.
I mean,
is imminent.
Well, I mean, when you see somebody who has elite level talent, like he didn't forget how to catch the football. Like this is just, to me, it's fluky. So I'm buying low.
I feel you. All right, I'm buying low on somebody who is a big name. I'm buying low on Justin Jefferson. He's a wide receiver 27. And so if you did draft him, you drafted him in the top 5. You didn't draft him to be a wide receiver 27. So there's been quarterback issues there with McCarthy getting injured and kind of just being inconsistent as a second year kind of rookie. And then, Carson Wentz is in. Justin Jefferson hasn't played terrible. He's not bad at all. He's not, he's recovering from a little bit of an injury in the preseason, but he's got 20 targets, and so it's still a little 14, a little 11, a little 12. But I would lean in on Justin Jefferson, and maybe wait for Pittsburgh. I think he'll do great against Cleveland. Maybe it'll be a tough game for him, but you could wait and see. But I think this game will be in the 20s for him for sure. So if you have a disgruntled Justin Jefferson owner, just check the pulse. You never know. People love Justin Jefferson. I love him, but somebody might be disappointed and be angry and might be losing their shit because they're 0-3 right now, and you can kind of tilt them. So, a Fantasy Millionaire tip, find the league mate who has Justin Jefferson and just, prod him or her. But
I'm with that. I'm all about buying low on Justin Jefferson right now, for sure.
Excellent. All right. Who you want to go sell high or buy high? Sell high or sell high or sell low?
We'll do sell high.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm going to sell high on Garrett Wilson. It's just a good week. He had a good week. It's just he's a beast, so there's not much more to be said about it than it's just a good we had ourselves a good week, but you have Tyrod back there. Maybe Justin Fields comes back. I think if Justin Fields comes back, it's worse. It just seems chaotic. Personally, he was not somebody I was targeting in drafts, even though the talent is there and he is elite at the position. I just think it's an opportunity right now where you're going to have so much variance, I think, week to week with this guy. And if you're not comfortable with that, then sell high.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't like the Jets team at all. And their defense looked great, jumping over people, blocking kicks, and being amazing. That was cool. Aaron Glenn running down the sideline, getting all hyped up. Great memes, great. I love it. Great content. But their offense does not look great. I do not like it. I do not like it. So I think we've all been kind of wary on that. So yeah, I'm with you. I like that. All right. My this is your sell low, correct?
That was my sell high.
That was your sell high. Oh, you sell high. All right, I'll give you my sell high. And, we've been talking about this team for a long time. You featured them multiple times, so I don't feel like we need an introduction. I am switching positions to running back. And, Devon Achane is the only good thing on the Miami Dolphins at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying that he's terrible. He sucks. But he has underperformed with 17 and 17. Like, he could do better. He can. Look at 7 receptions for 29 fucking yards, like 8 for 92. That's more like it. That's more Devon Achane. So I think it's just indicative of this offense not being tremendous. So maybe against the Jets, he does well. But I just don't trust him for the rest of the season. Ollie Gordon got a red zone carry the other day. Tyreek Hill prophecy, speaking it into existence in the preseason. Ollie Gordon is a big guy. So, Agent's just not going to be the red zone guy. So, I mean, he'll still get touches. He'll still get huge plays. But I think his boom is less boomy now, and his bust is more accessible. And so I'm comfortable trying to find people who like Devon Achane, maybe wait for him to go off. Maybe this week he gets 22 points or something like that. And then, move on from him. I just don't like the vibes there. I don't like the team. Even in the game against Buffalo, they look terrible at times. So I'm not into them. I think people have all said this. Mike McDaniel could get fired in the middle of the season. If that happens, that ship is just sinking. Everybody's going to the clubs. They're in Miami. So I'm out on Achane, and I got no shares anyway. Maybe in my dynasty team, I think I have some. So maybe I'll trade him in dynasty too. So what about you? You buying if I'm selling, or are you kind of
No, dude. If you go back and listen to our show, I mean that was the biggest fade as a team for me. Was the Dolphins, and he was the only one I wanted. So far in the 2025 regular season version of this show, a Dolphin has been featured in trades to get paid every week because I did Tyreek Hill. I did Tyreek Hill as a sell low, and then I did Jalen Waddle as a sell high. So I love Devin Achane as a sell high. I'm off that chip. Yeah.
Okay, good. It's sinking. It's slow motion sinking. Some franchises are worse than others. The Dolphins have been terrible for a long time, and I love seeing all the Tua truthers go full circle, and now they're Tua haters, and they're like you were right to the people who hated, and it caused such a schism in the Dolphin community, which is so interesting because you have people like literally Dolphins fans for life being like, "You man, I love Tua. You don't believe in it, man. You don't believe." Yeah. They didn't believe in him, and they were right. So yeah, I'm off. What about your sell low?
Solo. I'll say this though, they did look good in that game. And they
At
just
times.
Tua it out at the end though. So
he always Tua's out. He's one big hit away from Tuaing out forever too.
I agree. All right, Solo, huge name, and this is one where you got to get a lot of value, but I have at least one share, and if I'm struggling, on teams maybe where I have drafted a Calvin Ridley who's not performing, I want to make sure I can get some juicy. This is a 2-for-1. You got to get 2 for this one. I'm going Jamar Chase, dude. I wish I wish I had said Jamar Chase sell high last week. Yeah. I wish I had said that's what I wish I could go back and say sell high.
Wayback Machine. I feel you.
Yeah. I said Jalen Waddle. I wish I said Jamar Chase because that would have been the moment to do it. Because he's so good. And he's going to have 36-point games regardless of who is throwing him the ball. But now, without Joe Burrow, you are going to have weeks like this. It is just inevitable.
Well, Minnesota is so good as a defense that you can scheme against Jake Browning. That's not hard to do.
Right. And that's the thing about Jake Browning is that he will be Jamar Chase will rise and fall with Jake Browning. Jake Browning will have weeks where he smashes because he can sling it and fling it, but he's not Joe Burrow, and his decision making is that of
not elite
QB. Yeah,
not elite.
Right. So the Bengals are going to struggle. The Bengals have kind of moved into my Dolphins folder. I don't want any
That's
of
hilarious.
Them.
You have a folder with the Dolphins and Bengals in it.
Yeah. They jumped in there. So I don't.
That's awesome.
I mean, Jamar Chase is the man, and he's going to have big weeks regardless because he can just take it to the house anytime he touches the ball.
6 targets. That's anemic as well. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm just saying you could get somebody will buy him, right? Yeah. Like you could get a lot.
He's wide receiver 10 and he hasn't done anything. So if he does something, maybe wait for a week for him to blow up and then sell him high, super high. Yeah. All right. My sell high. Okay. Sell low, excuse me, not high, sell low is Drake London. He was the second round pick. He's wide receiver 47 right now.
Fringe
And
first round pick. I mean,
Fringe. I did not draft him in any teams. I got none. I got no shares. But 13, 5 respectable, 5.9 not, 10.5 not. Target share, I love the 15 in the first game, but then the next two games, 12 combined, he needs more. He's got a bye coming up as well. So you're just not getting investment. Like right now, if Washington does shut him down and then he has a bye, like your second round pick.
How about Darnell Mooney had 11 targets in that game?
Yeah. I was gonna say the rise of Mooney. Mooney's back. So he was injured coming in. First week he didn't play. That's why he has 15 targets. That's exact. You read the script, bro. And so I just don't like Drake London the rest of the season. He is a sell low, and maybe he's a sell medium. I don't know. People might be enamored with the name, but Michael Penix sucks. They said something like Michael Penix is 0-4 in starts where he can't score more than 7 points.
Yeah, when the other team scores more than 7 points.
Well, yeah, the other team scores more than 7 points. Like that's bad. You know what I mean? Like that's not good. That's not good at all.
No.
So yeah.
Love your sell low. It's a great one.
Thank you. All right. Is that the segments? Are we out?
We're out.
Okay. I love that. That's my favorite and Mike's favorite as well. Cash Collins and Scott Stack Simpson. Trades to get paid. And most of the time, not gonna lie to you, they're pretty good. I realize why Terry McLaurin didn't get a touchdown now. He got tackled at the 1 yard line. That's why. I was thinking he got that touchdown. It was that long catch. He got tackled right down to the one. They gave him the touchdown originally, then they cut to, and then they ran it in, I think, with Bill because he
has a quad injury.
I know he's not a good solo. Get rid of him. He's off my list. I never said that last week. All right. We're jumping to the wire. And the way we do it is we just go position by position and we'll talk about who's available. And at the end, we'll kind of give you what we would pay for him. Your WAD being your cash, your amount you have left. You get it. All right. Mike Cash Collins. Let's start at QB. Who are you targeting if you need a quarterback, if you're struggling right now?
This is why I say blow your wad. I already blew my wad in at least one league. I think two of my high-end leagues for QBs on my Joe Burrow teams. So it's already, it is what it is. It's just, the first place that becomes the nub zone is RB. Yeah. And then it's usually QB. And then wide receivers, you just never know. Wide
receivers are a crapshoot.
Yeah, there's some good ones this week. Geno Smith and Sam Darnold are all I had written down, and both of those guys, I'm still interested in rostering if I'm doing two QBs. Like both of those guys, I think hold value as of now. Sam Darnold looks great, and Geno just continues to put up fantasy numbers. He's been doing it.
Well, Geno, I was thinking about Geno, and Geno against the Commanders, there's a lot of garbage time shit, when the game
they
didn't pull him. Like that's thing he's in there still. That's their QB. They're not like, we'll save him. They're like, no, we'll play him. So I love that. And he is going to be in a bunch of these games too, because his team fucking sucks. Yeah. So he had a game against the Chargers where they just blew him up. But Chicago's defense, that could give him, some opportunity. Tennessee's defense, Jacksonville's defense. You're not going to play him against Denver, but Dallas week 11, wheels to the up. That's when you want to just go to. It's probably like a nice bye week for most people. So there's just opportunity for him to play, the Giants week 17. Oh, that's a nice little championship matchup if you need him in week 17. So yeah, there's opportunity here. I wouldn't play him every week, but I think you can start him. Denny Carter probably draft him in a few leagues. That's sicko, that nasty wide receiver, pervert. So I think that's who I'm looking at too. Trying to see if there's anybody else on my list. Matt Stafford's still 37% rostered. Like you talked about him last week. Yeah, you talked about him last week. He had a kind of a tough matchup with the defense there of the Eagles. But coming up, he's got Indy. I think that's a shootout. San Francisco, they're going to score some points. Baltimore, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Yeah, there's going to be some good scoring games here, and so he's broken 20, 24, 19. He's been consistent. He's thrown some pickles, but he's got 5 touchdowns. So I think in Indianapolis, he's going to have to throw touchdowns because Indianapolis is like one of the best teams in the league, apparently. So, I think Stafford's needing to be rostered too.
And Sam Darnold is looking nice as well, dude. I mean, he's had 2 touchdowns in his last 2 games, and
Yep.
just kind of looking like he's picking up where he left
Yeah.
off last year, like the resurgence, the late career resurgence of the NFL QB. I mean,
He looked great throwing those touchdowns to Horton and to JSN. Both of them were like in windows. The Horton one was over, but the JSN one was like in the move throughout, like through some people. I was like, yeah, that was a great.
I mean,
throw,
he
Sam
was
Darnold.
like the
Holy shit.
Daniel Jones of last year,
Yes,
where it
that's a
was
good way
just
to
like,
put him.
who is this guy that we've always hated?
Finally got away from the New York area and the fucking shit. I think it's also, we talked about this on the phone. We were talking about Daniel Jones yesterday ourselves. The media plays a big part in this as well. Like, I think like being in New York is such a hard thing to do, and then you're in New Jersey, really, and it's all shitty there. It just no, go to a better place. Just get out of there, And I don't mean the city itself. I just mean the atmosphere of the fans, the media, and the teams that are so terrible for a long time. So
yeah, I just think with a lot of these guys, you're seeing it now as a trend over the last like 5 years, where people who can hang around in the NFL and then get an opportunity later in their career, it's like NFL QBs need to bake. Like they need to just sit behind somebody for a while,
Well, Sam Darnold and Geno Smith thrown to the wolves right away, and they got eaten, right? And then they both waited, and so kind of you see the same thing happening now, this year, and so it's cool. It's cool to see, Daniel Jones kind of being Sam Darnold kind of being Geno Smith being, I don't know, Doug Flutie, whoever it is, whoever didn't get their shot initially.
Baker Mayfield,
Jared
Goff,
right.
Like
Just
these are guys
chance.
all just
Jared
hung
Goff went to the
around.
Super Bowl, so I mean he's kind of a he had a good defense. He was an outlier, but
he wasn't that good though.
No,
I mean?
he was
it's
not
like
he's
good now.
He's gotten better now, right? As a player, right? He was a manager, a game manager,
right?
We could talk about this all day. That's what the show's for.
Yeah.
Let's transition to running backs, and I did talk about shooting your wad earlier. If the kids are in the room, I want to earmuffs them, but Trey Benson is filling in now. He didn't, light the world on fire when he jumped in there. He only had 4.2 yards per carry, a couple receptions here and there at 9.1. But you got to think he's 13 to 18, maybe 23 points a game if he gets, rolling and gets over a little bit and gets a bonus here and there. So Trey Benson, if you had a wad to shoot, if you hadn't already gone into the porno and found the first hot girl that you always find, if you had waited and the orgy started, would you be on Trey Benson? How much would you spend? Because I've got some money. How much would you put on?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's worth going all in on, because he has, I think, been playing really well when he's had the ball.
Yeah,
has looked good.
Week one, yeah.
Was looking like, he was
good handcuff, good backup, flex player, maybe if you needed him.
Fighting to turn that into a timeshare backfield. I mean, he was trending to put pressure on the coaches to give him more touches and more opportunities. Now he's got all of them, and they drafted him last year because James Conner was old, and his profile fit that of what you want in the NFL, and now he's going to get all the touches. So. For sure.
Touches are good. You want the touches.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anybody else on the running back front that you're targeting here?
Hey man, Ollie Gordon's back in business. He's been dropped.
Yes.
I think Ollie Gordon's back in business, and I think Devin Singletary too, because Cam Scatterbo is it's like Cam Scatterbo's Tyrone Tracy, and then Devin Singletary goes back to being
Devin Singletary.
Yeah. He's gonna get work, So it's just it's slim pickings over in the RB play. So Devin Singletary, I think
it's been slim pickings. It's always just not, you can get Rico Dowdle. Rashad White's available in 52% of leagues. But then you know what? Your boy, I gotta scroll up a little bit up here. Your boy, you talked about him last week, and
Yeah,
Kareem Hunt, he
for
just
sure
won't.
too.
He won't quit. He won't
Nope.
quit. He had 10 carries, not great, but he got that touchdown. He still can catch the ball out of the backfield. So
Isaiah Pacheco is not the RB1 on that team,
he's
bro.
terrible.
He's just
oh my
not.
god, the design throws behind the line of scrimmage to him and stuff like they don't look good. Isaiah Pacheco ran funny before. Now he has broken leg. It's just not.
He's
Kareem Hunt.
just not. He was somebody I remember advocating for preseason, and I didn't end up getting any of him.
I
just
did, and I'm
because
disappointed. I blame you.
he's
I
a
was thinking about
bummer.
him today.
I
Yeah, I was
know.
like, damn it, this is direct me listening to my co-host. I was like,
I know. I
I
feel
still love you.
horrible.
You listen to me too, and I make bad choices too. So
Yeah.
that's the respect we have.
I did not think Kareem Hunt was going to be an issue. I just didn't think that.
No. And by the way, somebody who needs to be rostered in every single league is Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell, 27% rostered, but he is the clear RB2. They put Caleb Johnson on the street clothes. They said, you don't even get to put a jersey on. You suck so much. So you can't take away from Kenneth Gainwell. He got a touchdown last week. So he's not a world beater, but if anything happens to Jaylen Warren, he becomes an immediate RB2, maybe RB3, so you need to just kind of ensure yourself there, and not the handcuff, but just that you might have some action going forward. Because, I think he'll go double digits again and again, maybe not against Minnesota, but he has some games coming up. He's going to be needed. So I'm in on that. Anybody else for the running backs?
That's it for me.
Yeah. Okay. Basel Tootin still out there if you want them. All right.
Sure.
Wide receivers. I'll let you do the first volley. Who you going for if you have the first wide receiver pick?
There's a few of them. I guess Torrey Horton would be the guy I would go for. But how about number 3 at the position right now is Trey Tucker. So
yeah, that's just insane. That's an insane game.
2% rostered.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 4 touchdowns already, though, so maybe it's not insane.
I don't think so. I think he's a part of that offense, dude.
Yeah, I think he is too.
I think
20 targets so far. That's not anything to scoff at. And he's got a couple carries too.
Right.
I think he's a fast little guy. He's a speedy little demon.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think he might be the top of my list then.
And then Tyquan Thornton too, another speedster. We'll see what happens as Xavier Worthy comes back into the mix.
I think he's got touchdowns in back-to-back games.
But I think he's still going to be on the field.
Yeah, I do too. He's a big body. They have nobody else. Travis Kelce is a ghost, by the way. So
it's over for that guy.
He's mitigatable to the droppable,
yeah.
But tight ends are so weird. I like your call. Luther Burden III came out and finally got some PT, and he is the wide receiver 7 on that team behind Cole Kmet. But he looked good. So really good, really fast. Holy shit, he looked fast. So Vegas is coming up. You want to grab him, and if DJ Moore does get traded, because DJ Moore is a little disgruntled, and it might be the last year on DJ Moore's deal. I don't know what they're doing with him. I'm not sure what they've ever done with him. When they had Fields would throw it up to him, particularly when they came to play the Commanders or the Washington football team, whatever they were then. And he had 3 touchdowns, and I had him rostered. I loved that. That was one of my favorite days.
Yeah,
anyway,
that was crazy.
That was crazy. Yes, it was crazy. I woke up, I was like, did he score 60 points? I was like, oh shit. I went to bed. I didn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
So what do you think about are you into I was thinking Kevontae Turpin with a potential injury to CeeDee Lamb. He's doubtful at this point, which would probably give Turpin a little bit more shine. He's fringe, kind of wide receiver on the team who does more punt return than anything, but he has back-to-back double-digit games, and though he has not a lot of targets, he maximizes his touches because he is fast as shit.
I like the call for sure. CeeDee Lamb's got a high ankle sprain. He's
gonna miss some time, man.
Yeah. They brought him back in, and he hobbled down the sideline and went right back out.
So sad. We were talking on the phone when it happened. I was just like, no, not CD, and I don't have any shares. I just love the guy.
I'm just glad he didn't break his ankle.
No, his ankle was vertical, dude. It was turned. I said his ankle's broken. Look at that shit. That's insane.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, best case scenario is high ankle sprain.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did
no,
not
it's
look good.
Not good. So yeah, Turpin's on my list, and then Sterling Shepard. If our boy Mike Evans is out, I mean, Emeka Buka to the moon. He was the other guy I'd trade for, by the way, a Dunze or Emeka Buka. I would go to the grave for Emeka Buka. I might buy his jersey this week. I might get a cream jersey. He looks so good in that.
I'll tell you what, though, Chris Godwin is going to come back. I'd go for Roma Dunze over Emeka Buka because Chris Godwin's going to come back, and they are saying Mike Evans' hamstring injury is minor. So I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's good so far.
Okay,
that's the word.
I have him. I have him everywhere.
I know. I have a lot of
I
Evans
rostered him,
too, and that made me happy.
Okay,
because it could potentially only be 2 weeks.
Okay, I would just if Godwin's not good to go, Sterling Shepard is.
Get Sterling Shepard. Yeah,
plug and play
sure.
if you have an
for this week, you could probably play him in a flex.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. He's also playing against Philly. They're going to need to pass the ball against Philly. There's going to be a lot of back and forth for Baker. He's going to be needed. So I just think he's a sneaky little play. So all right. What about tight ends? We like tight ends here. We get our ends tight.
Who do you have written down? I have one guy written down.
Hunter's Henry. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, he's 48% rostered. So
yeah, I guess under 50.
Tight end 4.
Talk about him. Right.
It's boomer bust, and he gets me every year with this because I did this. So I did this last year. Same. If you want to go back in time and watch this exact same episode, we'll be showing the same things and different things, but about him, that Hunter Henry, same thing. And I think last year, same week, I was like, go grab him, go pick him up. He's a beast. You're going to need to get him. Did the same thing. And then he got 0 targets, 0. Next week was a big fat 0. And then I dropped him next week. After that, 2 touchdowns. You're like, son of a bitch. So, yeah, just keep your Hunter Henry close. And if you're in ESPN, he's got 50% rostered. In our league, he's not rostered. I mean, he is rostered. So, but 50%. All right, who's your guy?
Who is this guy? Arande Gadsden the second, because unaware of him, but
I saw him during the training camps.
Yeah, so he's a rookie.
Yes.
It wasn't somebody I even had any eyeballs on, and was injured for the first 2 games, but there have been injuries on the Chargers to the tight end position.
Yes.
I think this guy is a hot candidate now for,
I like it. You're good with the deep dive tight ends this year with Fannin in the first week, and pulling a little bit of the heat here with Gadsden the second. I like it. I'm co-signing that.
How do you say his name? Gadsden. Gadsden.
You roll it.
Gadsden.
Gadsden. Also somebody who is playing better than Calvin Ridley is Chigakonkwo. He's our tight end 15, but he's coming off of a nice little no touchdowns yet, but he's still got 6 targets, 66 yards, over 13.2 yards per carry or yards per reception. I like that. He's a beast. We've seen what he can do. Touchdowns are coming. So let's say he gets a touchdown in one of these next 2 games. I mean, I'm getting the tinglies. So I think Chig is free if you're getting somebody, and so is Brenton Strange. That you like it strange. He got 6 receptions. He's 7 targets. He's not setting the world on fire, but 9.9 the first week, and together he's got 16 targets. So that's solid. So
yeah.
What about defenses? What do you believe in defenses? Do you pray to the altar of defenses?
I like leagues with defenses. Bears versus Vegas. I like that as a streamer defense this week, and then Detroit versus Cleveland. Detroit's in ESPN, I think 55% rostered. Both of those were the defenses I had written down.
Yeah. I think the Colts defense is really good. I know they're going to play the Rams, but after that they're going to play the Raiders. That might be good. Arizona, even Tennessee again. Yeah. They get after it. They intercept the ball. Oh man, I don't know. That's something. They move quick. They're fast moving. So,
they look like a
good team. They look like a good team because what happens is they run the football well. So like your defense then has to go chase, and they know you're going to go chase, and they can pick you off. It's a game script kind of thing where they
and they're rested too, right? Because they're controlling the clock.
Yes, it's all happening. So, I'm with you. Okay, Well, that is the wire. I do want to try to answer some of these questions. Would you trade CD Lamb for Tyreek Hill? I said yes. I would trade. I want CD Lamb. I mean, depends if he's out for like 3 weeks or 6 weeks, but
I would
overall, I think I like CD
100%
Lamb.
trade Tyreek for CD Lamb. Yes.
Yes. Trade Drake and a second for CD in Dynasty. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
that too. Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Your boy Gaston. Uncle Ted's in it. We love Uncle Ted. Thank you, Uncle Ted. First down machine. There you go. There you go. Getting those points, right? So I'm with you. That's a lot of that's excellent. That's a lot of players you have there. Would you do that? Would you do I would get rid of Chase Brown and Calvin Ridley. Yes. Yes, I would do that. I would do that. But maybe not. Bo Nix is tricky. In Dynasty, maybe I would not. But in season long, yes. For James Cook, yes, I would. That's me. Okay. Thank you for jumping in the chat, everybody. Appreciate you all here over at the Fantasy Six Pack on the YouTube. Oh, yeah. Like and subscribe, please, to this channel and ding the bell and do all those things. We're trying to grow. Fantasy Millionaires as well. Trying to grow. So please do that. All right. We're going to jump into our next segment. It's called Elevate, Mitigate, Eviscerate. It's just our take on start sit. It's just how we like to be a little bit more, verbose. We're a little bit more educated. We're older. We're not young kids anymore. We think there's better words for it that can elevate your game. So speaking of elevate, we had some good calls last week. Mine was Drake May. Yours was Caleb Williams, I believe. Is that we did it? We slammed dunked those QBs?
I did. I said elevate. I said elevate Caleb.
Yeah, I remember that specifically. Caleb was first and Drake May was fifth. So win. I love that. Who are you elevating this week, good sir? Tell me. I want to know. Don't keep it a secret.
Okay. I how about not the week we wanted to see last week out of Jordan Love, but facing the Dallas defense this week.
Ooh, that sounds sexy.
Right? I mean, you gotta love this Sunday night game, Packers versus Cowboys.
Prime time, baby.
Michael
Parsons returns to take
down
the Dallas Cowboys.
Coming off a loss, I just think that Jordan Love is just gonna light them up, dude. Like it's just gonna be it's on,
They should have won that game too. They were up 10-0. That Joe Flacco looked like when you get your quarterback hurt in like Tecmo Bowl or something in a game, they don't take him out. He's just limping around the whole. You're like, no, don't die on us, So old. Yeah, I can't believe that. I like that call. That's not a bad call. You did not steal mine. I like that. Mine, I mean, it's an obvious one, but I talked about him earlier. It's just Caleb Williams against the Raiders. Like, Marcus Mariota was lighting up the Raiders. You know what I mean? Marcus Mariota was lighting up the Raiders. They were crushing them, and I think the Bears are going to do better. I mean, he's number 2 ranked. You're not starting him, but
Caleb Williams wheels up, dude.
Yeah, for the rest of the season, he is just a slam dunk. So
we'll see unless he goes crazy. But so far, I'm buying. I'm buying it. So
yeah, I mean, Vegas, he's got to buy after that. Washington, yes. New Orleans, yes. Baltimore, yes. Cincy, yes. New York, yes. Maybe not Minnesota. Maybe Minnesota is a tough game for him. He still got 28 the first game. So I think it's just all the way every day. I just want to let people know because he was, people were not always starting him. Like you said, you had some, you didn't. But you got to get him. All right. Running back, where you starting this week?
I'm going Tony Pollard versus Houston. He's been kind of
he's fringy.
He's fringe sort of flex player right now. Not really, doing what we were kind of hoping him to do with Tajay Spears out. But I do like the matchup this week, even though Houston does have a good defense. I think that this will be just on another ugly Houston game.
All of them are ugly. They're so terrible.
It's crazy.
They haven't the NFL.
They've I think it's like 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown through 3 weeks. Like so.
And Kyrie Fairbairn missed my 52-yard field goal. He took 5 points out of my mouth, you son of a.
It hurts. Yeah. But I think Tony Pollard I think he's going to eat in this game. Like I honestly believe that this is the
get right game for Pollard.
Well, I just think it's going to flow through him. Like I think he's going to get a lot of volume in this game. So
I like it. I'm in. I like it a lot. Mine's an easy one. Like, I'm moving around too much. Mine's an easy one. We talked about him earlier, but Cam Scatabo now is wheels up. He is just unless it's like playing against the devil or something. Like, the Chargers, they're the devil. But I still play him. I still play him against the Chargers. I know they're good. Their rush defense is tough, but they don't have Khalil Mack. He's out with the separated elbow, whatever. So I think you play him. I think you play him, and I think you keep playing him. I think you play him and you play him and you play him. So
I'm with that.
I'm all scatterboat about it. What about you for a wide receiver? Say you.
Well, let's stay on that same game. I'm going Quentin Johnston versus the Giants.
I like that.
Yeah, man. He has definitely been somebody that you could have got on the waiver wire a couple weeks
undrafted.
ago, and Justin Herbert continues to look his way, and when he does, Quentin Johnson continues to catch the ball and do big things with it, man. So you saw Dallas and Dak just go crazy with the deep stuff in that back and forth game. Justin Herbert is not going to have a problem being able to do what he wants to do against that defense. Like, he's so good. And I think Quentin Johnson is going to have just another,
he might be wide receiver 1 by the end of this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah, I like that call. All right, my guy, it's a little bit of a stretch, and it's not even a bit of a stretch, but you mentioned earlier, you said you're going to start Jordan Love, right? And so if you're going to start Jordan Love, you got to have somebody on the team besides Tucker Kraft and maybe Josh Jacobs, who isn't a big PPR guy. He'll get catches here and there, but he's not like a big scat back. You got no Jaden Reed IR, Christian Watson not back yet. I think it's Matthew Golden's season.
I love it.
I think it's time for him to come out and play. And he did better. He got 52 yards. He had 4 targets, 4 catches. He looked better. I liked what I saw. It. I think this is his game. I think he gets a touchdown. I mean, it's scary. It is so scary, but this is how rookies start. They start a little bit. They start a little bit. And you could say, it could be Wicks. They all had 4 targets. Dobbs, Golden, and Wicks all had like the same target share last week. I think just Golden has the better skill set once he does catch the ball. So he almost had a touchdown against the Commanders. Amos got back to the last second and knocked the ball away, and he was wide ass open. If Jordan Love just would have zinged it more, I think we talked about. He's got to float less and sting more like a bee, but less butterfly and more being. So I think Matthew Golden gets here. So
I'm with that. I love it. Yeah, that was part of the reason of me thinking Jordan Love has the big game. So Jordan Love was my elevate, and I believe Matthew Golden is going to be the part of the reason why.
I sure hope so. So, tight end, sir, where you be in tight end?
Yeah, I mean, maybe super obvious, but going back to this same game, CD going out. I think Jake Ferguson is just must start. Yeah. Dude, he had 14 targets in that game.
Yeah, he's going to be a top 5 tight end. I mean,
I think he's one right now.
Yeah, he's one.
Yeah.
You got to wheels him up. I agree 100%. My guy is. I talked about him earlier, and you were kind of shocked that, Hunter Henry was 50% rostered still because he is, but he's number 4, And so I feel like this week against Carolina's defense is better. They've been playing better. They just shut down Atlanta, though I think Atlanta's a fraud. But anyway, I think you need Hunter Henry. And the targets he has so far, he's got 22 targets, dude. Like, he might be top 5 in targets in tight end. So, you can't deny him in the middle of the field. That Drake May spreads the ball around to everybody but him. He gives it to him, So a little bit of disappointment on Diggs this year. Kayshon Boutte come and go. But I think Hunter Henry's here and he was good last year for him too. So I think I'm in on Hunter Henry starting this week up against Carolina. So what about you on the defensive front?
I like the Chargers versus the Giants, dude.
I thought you might steal that one from me. I think it's a beautiful one. I love it. And since you did steal it from me, I think the Chargers are going to score like 30 points against them. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great because the Chargers they're a top 10, but they're not like a world beater right now, you know? So I think that's a great one. They're only 12% rostered. So I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think the Ravens against the Chiefs. I'm kind of calling my shot here. I think the Chiefs are frauds.
So
And
do I.
I think that the Ravens are going to destroy them, like Big Brother beating up Little Brother, like
I do
bad, like
too.
just terrible, like 40-7 or something like that. I think it's going to be a bloodbath. So we'll see. Hopefully nobody gets injured tonight in the game. Blah blah blah. Everyone stays healthy and stuff, and they all roll in there. But I think Derrick Henry just mashes their potatoes. So yeah, I would elevate the Ravens defense. I think they can pick. What you saw last night with the Giants defense, the Ravens defense would have had like 3 touchdowns against Patrick Mahomes. They would have just been like Hamilton, all those guys are beasts, Roquan Smith and shit. Like, what are you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right. That's elevate. Boom, boom, boom. Put them up. Now it's gonna be mitigate time.
All right, let's roll through it. Let's try and get through this
Yeah.
quick. All right, QB, I got Kyler Murray versus the 49ers. He's somebody that I almost want to mitigate every week. I don't like the
You love
vibes
to
over
pull
there.
the Kyler Murray card.
Yep, don't like this game versus the 49ers at all.
Yeah, I'm with you. They already played the 49ers. You mean the Seattle Seahawks?
I mean Seahawks, sorry. Right.
Yeah,
The Seahawks.
same.
That's why I don't like it. The
Same.
Seahawks defense they're the truth.
I mean, the 49ers defense did pretty good too. And
Right.
Carolina's defense did pretty good too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like New Orleans defense sucks, obviously.
Right.
And also, we didn't talk any shit about Marvin Harrison Jr. because honestly, he's way better than us. But he dropped like a touchdown. He dropped a bunch of stuff.
That's
People are
my
really
mitigate for
angry.
wide receiver too.
Oh,
So yeah.
Shit. You're jumping the gun, you mother. I
Yeah.
not even got my quarterback mitigated yet. You're already putting people down.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Well, mine is Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield is a top player. People love Baker. But this week he's going up against Philly, and he has no Mike Evans. He's got no Chris Godwin. I love Emeka Ibuka, but like in general, I just think they're going to run the football. I think they shorten this game. And last week against the Jets, he did okay. But I just don't like it. I think Philly wins this game, and I just don't like it. So I'm out on Baker this week.
Yep, I think it's a ballsy call. Tough to mitigate that guy, but
I know. It's really tricky because I think he's a beast. But I think without Mike Evans and maybe Kate Otten comes back from the dead, I don't know. But
yeah.
What about running back? Who you mitigating?
Chase Brown versus Denver, dude.
Same motherfucker, same.
Really?
Yeah, it's a slam dunk. I mean, he doesn't have the quarterback anymore, and he's just not the same. And he's going up against a great defense. So it just makes me sad for all those Chase Browners. I got none. I had him last year, so I'm glad I avoided that landmine. And
he was my sell low last week.
Yeah, good call. That was a good call. Get him off your team. So yeah. All right. What about wide receiver? Oh, you already said that you're mitigating Marvin Harrison Jr. He had the balls to talk afterwards and kind of shrug his shoulders and be like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But not great.
Not great
at all. He is first game good. I like it. Next 2 games, I don't like it at all. He's 46th. You drafted him, wide receiver 12. So he's disappointing again.
I think he's not like a sell for me in terms of trade, but just this game versus the Seahawks, they got big dudes playing cornerback over there.
I'm with you. Yeah. Here's mine, and you might not like it, but I'm getting balls into the walls, and I'm saying stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit Brian Thomas Jr. And you said that he didn't whatever earlier that he had gone over 10 points. Well, we're gonna check and see. Wide receiver 57, and I'll scroll down and we'll see. Maybe he did. I don't know. Let's check it out. 9.1, 8.9, 7.5. He did have 12 targets for Cincinnati, but I will just say this. Guess who his offensive coordinator is? I'll give you 5 seconds. He was someone's offensive coordinator in Seattle. Then he was someone else's offensive coordinator last year in Chicago. And now he's offensive coordinator here for Brian Thomas Jr. His name rhymes with cauldron.
Yeah.
Shane Waldron.
Yeah.
The Cauldron Waldron. He's killing Brian Thomas Jr. He killed JSN his first year. He killed Roma Dunze last year. And everybody where he leaves sprouts flowers. This guy already flowered last year, though. So we know what he can do. So I don't like against San Francisco. I don't like how they're using him. I don't like it.
He's also, I mean, that game where he had 12 targets, he went Calvin Ridley. I mean, he was dropping them.
Touchdown.
Right.
No, thank you. I need people who are focused. So I'm mitigating him this week against the 49ers. What about tight end? We will.
I'm putting big David Njoku on the bench versus Detroit.
I mitigated him myself this year. Welcome to the David Njoku mitigation club, brother. I love it. It's a good company. I'm not gonna lie. We making good calls because both times that you mitigated him, I mitigated him. He didn't do shit. So you know.
I think in this game versus Detroit that he's going to be optimized more in terms of protection
blocks.
Yep.
You got to watch out for Joey. Not Joey.
Him and Fannin are just kind of splitting targets right now, and I would expect this to be a Fannin game versus Detroit.
I like that. Call. Mine is your boy. I like him, but Juwan Johnson. He's top two. He's number 2, right? But Buffalo is really good against tight ends. Like they're nasty against tight ends. So I don't know against Buffalo. Like Buffalo's defenses looked really good. Miami really doesn't have a tight end, but I'm a little scared. Spencer Rattler, I don't know. So it's ballsy, but I think. He did play well last week. How many points? He got 11.1, so not terrible. No touchdowns. Still had 8 targets. I mean, he's got 28 targets. It's so crazy. Maybe I'm backtracking. Never mind. Abort.
Okay.
I'm pulling up. If you have Tucker Kraft or somebody like that, if you've got somebody who's got Tucker Kraft's playing against Green Bay. I'm sorry, he's playing against Dallas. You know what I mean? So I'd rather start Tucker Kraft over Juwan Johnson, who's got a tough matchup here. But maybe only him. So
yeah.
I'm just thinking through my own team too. But all right, what about defense? Who you mitigating?
I'm going Atlanta versus the Commanders, whether Jaden Daniels is back there or not. The Commanders offense is potent, dude. They can do it. So Atlanta's a good D, but I think this is a week you want to sit them.
Yeah. Commanders, they're good D as well. So they're not really rostered. Their special teams looked good with that return too. Like they're all over the place. So my D, it's the Rams and the Colts, both of them, because they're playing each other. I think this game is going to shoot out a little bit. I don't know if it will, but the Rams were top 3 defense, or the Colts are top 3 defense. And the Rams did play last week against the Eagles. So, but they're a top 5 defense too. So all these defenses, they've done pretty well in our league. I would just kind of sit them both. I think this game shoots. I think it's 28, 27 or 31, 27, something like that. I think Jonathan Taylor goes crazy. I think Puka Nacua goes crazy. Like you said, this is a game for fun, So I'm not sure what the over is. I'll go back and just check and see what this game is looking like. But I don't see if I can find it. I don't know. I'm trapped in a matrix. Oh no. Okay. What about you? Anybody eviscerating? Because I want to eviscerate some people real quick.
We'll see what Mark Andrews does tonight, but he's definitely trending towards evisceratable. So this is pre the Monday night game.
Pre Andrews.
Yeah. Also, the only other person I had written down looks like Dylan Sampson might be.
Yes. He's on mine too. Yeah, I put down Russell Wilson. He did you see the sequence of red zone plays he did?
Yeah,
it was all over Twitter today. Well, first he threw it in. He got a intentional grounding. He threw the ball way out of the end zone.
I didn't get that. That's just so weird.
So bad.
Yeah, but
Then
it's like, why is that intentional grounding?
I
That's
don't
just so
well
weird.
because there was I don't know. Then he ran the ball up in the middle and got tackled. Then he threw the ball away. They threw the ball again. They were like, "This is the worst."
Then he
And then,
intentionally grounded it again, and then they
yeah,
didn't call it.
right, right. And I remember the Commanders game. He was like 0 for 8 in the red zone. Like, he is 0 for like 30 in the. He's terrible in the red zone. He's the worst. So he's only good. He can throw 80 yards and they can catch it. You know, that's all he can do, and that's all the memes are doing. So I'm out on Russell Wilson. You can eviscerate him, Samson, and then Malik Neighbors. You just get rid of him too. You know,
Yeah, sure.
he's done. Evan Ingram might be evisceratable right now. I don't know if you want to hold on to Evan Ingram. He's been a corpse this year in Denver.
Well,
So,
he's injured too, so we'll
yeah,
see.
keep him on your thing. All right. Let's jump over to DFS Stacks of Cash. Here's what we do. We've got 3 different builds. We do platinum, we do diamond, and then we do the gold. So let's start off with platinum. I'll let you build the first. I'll get out of Buffalo, New Orleans, because that's where I was. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
Spoiler alert.
you said that you think it's just going to be a big brother, little brother situation. I like Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers for 14.2K versus Kansas City. So
Okay, I'm gonna put that in there to start with. That's not. I think it will be a big brother. I think they'll big brother them big time. I think Zay is a this is a milli maker play right here. I think it's a big upside play. I like that. Mine is, if I'm gonna go do mine real quick, I'll take yours out and I'll leave Zay in. Mine is interesting stat because I can leave Flowers in. I've got Josh Allen. Is that his name? How's I pronounce it? Josh Allen. And then instead of doing a wide receiver, I do a running back with
doing
him.
a little James Cookie.
I do a James Cook stack like that.
I like it.
It's a 14.8, so it's a little more expensive than your stack. You know, so that's my platinum. All right. Next, let's go to the diamond. What are you thinking about for the diamond, good sir?
I got myself a cheap diamond with the Herbert Quentin Johnston stack at only 11.8. Versus the Giants, I just think that this is going to be a mauling. I think the Chargers do their thing versus the Giants.
Yeah, that could be the play of the game. I like this one so far as a diamond in the rough, as they say. Sorry, I couldn't help the pun. All right, I'm going to leave those guys in there. My next my play is somebody. It was interesting. I did fade him last week. I got a mea culpa. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts. I was dead wrong. They push all the time. I think they're going to take it away, and they keep giving it to you, even though you go off sides and your team fucks it up, and they don't care. They're just like, "This is the anointed one. Give him the push." So, but I'm going to ride it hot. I'm going to go Jalen Hurts, and then interestingly enough, he popped, but he's only 6,400. AJ Brown. So
I like that. That's a sexy one.
You put them together, it's only 13-1. So not too bad. Not too bad. You know what I mean? So. All right, get down to the gold. Gold is rising. It's popular. It's hot right now. Where are you going with the gold?
Well, my favorite stack. How about Daniel Jones? Michael Pittman is still underpriced at 10.7K, and as you said, you think that this game is going to shoot. I do as well. And it costs. You can do a nice stack attack with Daniel Jones, top 5 QB, and Michael Pittman, his favorite target, for only $10,700 in DraftKings.
What if I told you so? That happened to be my gold standard as well. Very much the same. Very much the same, sir. Verbatim. I like it. We're doing it. Okay.
All right.
Let's build around it. Let's keep Quentin Johnson. Let's keep Zay Flowers. I'm okay with those pieces. We like those guys, right? Are we okay with James Cook against New Orleans?
We are. Yes.
Okay. I mean, all these are good plays. They're good plays, right? We did not win anything last week, by the way. But yeah, we're close. We were around the little edge. The money was here. We were here. So
what do you
Yeah, on that edge. Do you want to just go down and do defense because it's fun?
Yeah, let's do defense.
I always like doing defense. It's so cute. Okay. All right. We always start in the toilet because not that far down, sir. Browns, no. Titans against Houston. No, I don't know. What do you think about that game?
Yeah.
This game's
Titans
always
versus
terrible.
Yeah. Houston can't score points.
No. Okay. There we go. And yeah, I like this. And they can't kick field goals either. Okay. All right, now we've got a running back, a tight end, and a flex. The world is yours. You want to go running back, you want to go tight end, or you want to just, flex is probably the last one we'll do. But I'll let you turn the wheel.
Let's see who we got at tight end. Let's take a little gander.
Little goose, little gander.
Let's start all the way at the top. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Warren is still criminally underpriced at 46.
I mean, you want to double stack it? You want to double stack it? Let's do it.
All right. Do we have a run back in that game from the other side?
Yeah, Puka.
We need to get Puka. Let's
Yeah,
go put
Puka in the flex.
In our flex. Yeah, hold on. Okay. That leaves us with 5,200 for our RB, which we'll find somebody. We got Travion Henderson against Carolina. Let's scroll down.
I might roll with Travion.
Let's roll with Travion.
He's getting some usage.
Yeah, he didn't fumble the football at all.
He's ready to pop.
Yeah, I like it because it's perfectly played here. Let's go. Daniel Jones. We've got James Cook, Travion Henderson, Zay Flowers, Quentin Johnson, Michael Pittman Jr., Taiwan, Puka Nacua. I love it. The Titans D. We're entering it for $3. Yeah. All right. Checking my location. I'm good to go, man. I'm in a state where you can play DraftKings. That's a tight lineup. A lot of blue. It's all blue and there's one purple. So touch blue, make it true. All right. Let's get into 3 tweets and we're going to get out of here. Let's start with your tweet. And you want me to go here?
Yeah. So I don't even understand this. I just wanted to share it with you. This is from Joe Horn's cell phone. Alvin Kamara confirms that his 2025 NFL season were once they did. He became the first ever to have the first as in the era of that when of a running back and football began. Congratulations, AK. I don't know if this is some new trend. People say you have to be really drunk to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
But I read it and I giggled and I liked it.
I saw that and my brain did not understand it. And I was like, okay. I'm too old. I like it. All right, let me jump into mine real quick. Okay, so this just says, fuck it. Travis Kelce anchor management highlights.
It's been going on now.
It's a trend, and I want to show you the trend. Here we go.
Yeah.
No, well, let's keep going. Go. Throws his helmet. Sick of this shit. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe he did that.
He's all jacked up.
It's making me not like him. Like, I like him. He just seems so ornery all the time. And then he stinks.
Is he all ketamined up? Like, what's going on? He punched him in the head. Oh, spike attack, duck. He goes through helmets, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, what a motherfucker. That guy is wild. So, I'm gonna give it to you because I'm just outing Travis Kelce. That's all I'm doing. I'm just having fun at his expense. So, that's not too hard.
Okay.
Yours is actually silly,
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got a backup tweet for my winner there. This made me laugh.
Okay.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh yeah, this is great. I'm gonna retweet this. This is perfect. It's 100% perfect. Yeah. I'm gonna go to my feed real quick. Go follow me. I'm Nimble W Numbers. I did repost some of the funniest ones too that I saw. Let me just go to. I'm on Explorer. Let me go to my profile. Yeah. So they've been having a field day making fun of just anybody who needs to be made fun of. But particularly, they're making fun of Russell Wilson. So it says this is Lawrence Tynes, an old kicker for the New York Giants. He said the QB sneak and 3 throws into the stands on 1st and goal from the 5.
Mm-hmm.
He's threatening to kill himself, right? Which I love. And then they're like, they're talking about, the impact of Russell Wilson just on everybody, just ruining everybody. So I like all these NFL memes tweets. So go check those people out too. Because here's the jersey, dude. This jersey is fire.
Yep.
This is hot shit. So all right, anyway, I'll let you get us out of here. Let people know where they can find us and all that good stuff.
Well, I'm the Ralph Macho on the X machine, and don't tweet very often, but I'm on there if you wanna shoot me a message or ask me anything. I'll be there. We're the Fantasy Millionaires at FF Millionaires.
There you go.
We are on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then we got Scotty Stacks over Nimble W Numbers on the X machine as well. So
that's me. Yeah, please do like and subscribe. Appreciate everybody who watched on YouTube, listen to on the podcast. Please, if you're listening on YouTube, like, subscribe, send it out to your friends, retweet it, do all the things you need to do. Let people know. We do this every single week. We go through all the different things that we talked about. We do trades to get paid. We do the wire. We do elevate, mitigate, eviscerate. We do DFS stacks of cash. We do 3 tweets, and we talk NFL. So appreciate you, ball knowers. And Mike, I'll let you get us out.
All right. Pain, heartache, and big fat L's to all your opponents in week 4. Peace and love everywhere else.
Gave me one of those.